Hello everyone and welcome to day number 19. Today we're going to be talking about the property of numbers. So let's look at page 1. On page 1, you'll be given some equations and you'll have to decide whether the equation is modeling the commutative, associative, distributive, zero product, or identity rule. And you'll go ahead and drag and drop which category you think they are illustrating in terms of the number properties. So let's go over what that might look like, and let's go over some of those definitions. Okay, so the commutative property says that the order does not matter. For example, 1 plus 2 equals 2 plus 1. 3 times 4 equals 4 times 3. The associative property says that you can add or multiply regardless of how the numbers are grouped. For example, we have 5 times 7 in parentheses times 4 equals 5 times 7 times 4 in parentheses. Okay? The distributive property lets you multiply a sum by multiplying each addend separately and then add the products. For example, 3 times x plus 4 equals 3 times x plus 3 times 4, which is 3x plus 12. Similarly, 6 times 2 minus 1 equals 6 times 2 minus 6 times 1. The zero product states that if a equals 0, then either a equals 0 or b equals 0 or both. For example, anything times 0 will be 0. 15 times 0 equals 0. The identity property is a number that does not change when that number is multiplied by 1. For example, 12 times 1 equals 12. Okay? So those rules, if you follow along and rewind the video if you need to, will help you with page number 1 of your assignment. It will also help you with page number 2 as you look at each piece here through A through H and decide whether that holds true or that holds false, depending on the definitions that I just went over with you, okay? Page number 3, what you will have to do is look at the properties, the description of the properties, and then the examples of the properties, and draw lines to match the property with its description and with its example. Okay, so you'll just draw lines. All right, and then on page number 4, you'll be given some situations which you will have to read and decide whether you agree with it or not, okay? So let's look at what an example situation might look like. So for example, over here, here's a problem, and it says, Serena needs to purchase 6 skirts for a new job. Her friend Jessie goes with her. Each of the skirts costs $32. Serena says that she can find the total cost by multiplying 6 and 3. And adding that to the product of 6 and 2. Jessie disagrees and says that she needs to find the product of 6 and 30 and add that to the product of 6 and 2. Who is correct and why? Well, I looked at both, and when I looked at what Serena said, it didn't make sense to me because she said you'd multiply 6 and 3. But 3, as you know, really means 30, right, in this case. So it can't be that. Whereas Jessie says that you multiply 6 and 30, which is right because the 3 represents 30 and the 2 represents 2 ones, right? So I wrote Jessie is correct. Jessie is applying the distributive property of property, which is 6 times 32, by setting it up as 6 times 30 plus 6 plus 2. 6 times 30 plus 6 times 2. And that's what you would do in that case. So go ahead and look at those problems and solve all of the examples on pages 1 to 4. And I will see you tomorrow in day 20. Bye-bye.